Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a LEGO Marvel Superheroes news video. Today, we got the first official pictures for the first ever LEGO Marvel Advent Calendar, and this is set number 76196, and this is going to be coming with 298 pieces and will be retailing for $39.99 USD or $49.99 Canadian beginning on September the 1st, and I'm so excited about this. I haven't seen all the builds or all the figures and all that, so let's go ahead and let's take a closer look. Spoilers, if you don't want to know what is included in advent calendars, obviously we're going to go through all of the days, so let's go ahead, let's take a closer look here. So we have 24 builds to go through, and I'm looking here at the picture. There's a lot. So the first one up here at the very top left is actually Tony Stark. And it actually looks really cute. I love how his arc reactor is in the spot of the snowflake. I think that's really cool. And he also comes with his Iron Man helmet that we got last year, which we've gotten like at least 30 times by now. And I think it's interesting as well. I'm not sure if all the superhero pieces to the right. So I just went ahead and counted, and oh, it actually is a separate day. Imagine waking up to that being the build for that day. That's really boring. That's really horrible. But then next up here, we have this little wreath, which is a part of the Iron Man Hall of Armor, which is really interesting. That can connect to the Hall of Armor, and it's like this floating wreath on this transparent Festivus pole, and I think that's kind of interesting. I thought maybe that would be like a spot for him to stand, but yeah, that's a thing, I guess. Next up, we have Black Widow, and this is the exact same figure, I believe, from the sets. Nothing new at all about this, and she comes with a marshmallow, I think, on the end of one of her sticks, so that's kind of interesting. And then next up here, we have a little barbecue, which is, again, very interesting for Christmas. We've got a little barbecue there, and it has a giant turkey leg there, as well as a fire extinguisher on the side, which to me is a really cute little reference because fire extinguishers are constantly in superhero sets, so I really love that. Then we have a little picnic table here, which actually looks pretty cute with a burger there on the table as well as a glass. I really like the build of that. Underneath that, we actually we have Thanos. He's got an infinity gauntlet, like a regular smaller version there, as well as coal in his hand. That is hilarious. I really love that. This figure has come in a bunch of different variants from last year's mech, and this is another new variant because he doesn't come with the helmet. He also has a bag there, which I guess is where he's getting the coal from. To the left, we've got the Spider-Man drone, which is like a recolor of the Mysterio drone that we've gotten in the past, but it's recolored here and it's red and blue, so that's kind of interesting. Over to the left, I really love this. So we actually have a present there for Spider-Man, which is wrapped in blue and red, and then we've also got one of his little droids, his little spider bots there on top, which is really cute. But then we have an official build, I guess, kind of, for the proof that Tony Stark has a heart there in the jar, which honestly, like in a advent calendar, sometimes you get a lot of really cool prints and exclusive things, so that would have been really great to get an actual arc reactor printing there, so I'm kind of sad. And I could see a couple of other spots that we could have used it here, so it's sad that that doesn't come with anything new. But moving on to the left here, we've also got Dummy, and Dummy is actually holding a little Christmas Iron Man stocking, which is kind of cute. I like the design of that, I guess. It's got gold and red, and even like a little transparent piece on the top to be like an arc reactor. Oh my goodness, to the left, we've also got a giant Hulk stocking there, I'm assuming, because it's just so huge, and the colors there, and purple and the different greens, as well as a other present with dark blue and red and a star on top, which I think must be a reference to Captain America. Up above, we've got another thing to connect to the Iron Man Hall of Armor sets, and this is actually really interesting because it is a little wrapping station. So makes sense. Like, it's a part of Tony Stark's workshop. Why isn't he gonna have a little wrapping station? I think that's really cute. He's got a green and yellow wrapping paper there. Even like the build and using that door for like a wrapping paper that's unraveled, I think looks really cool. And you've got some scissors there. To the left, we've got this brand new Peter Parker Spider-Man, which is really strange. Like, they are kind of mixing MCU and the game and just original concepts in here. So this is kind of strange. Like, this is meant to kind of be the Homecoming one, but they've changed like the sweater color and everything. So I'm not really too sure why they did that, but it's a really cute thing that he's got in his hand. He's actually got a churro that's a little meant to be a bag, and I love the little Technic piece upside down to represent a churro. I think that's really, really smart. He also comes with a little mug. And then underneath that, we've got a beautiful micro build for the Helicarrier. That's my favorite build, I think, so far. Like, that looks so cool. I'm actually really impressed by that. I really love the way that that looks. It's such a great build. And, of course, it's a good reference to last year's summer set. And then next up underneath that, we've actually got Nick Fury. Exact same figure. The only difference here is that he's got a hood on, just like from Avengers Age of Ultron, a little beanie. So not too much of a fan that it's nothing new there, but he also comes with, like, I guess he's remote controlling the Helicarrier. To the right, we've got a build for the Avengers Tower, and it's a little micro build. It's cute. I don't know about the frying pan for the outside part, but it's kind of interesting. And to the right, we've got a micro build for the Hulkbuster, and the head there is actually like a beanie piece of dark red. That's kind of funny. I love to the right this little small micro build of the Iron Man Hall of Armor. I honestly, instead of just giving us 3 red statues, I think that it probably should have just been the micro figures that we got from last year's Iron Man Hall of Armor expansion. Ooh, I'm kind of dropped down a few levels. So we got to go up here to Captain Marvel, and she's here without her helmet, and she comes with the Power Blast pieces there, but they're in white because they're meant to be snowballs. And then to the right, we've got an Iron Man snowman statue, and it's kind of cool because it's the Iron Man helmet in white, which we've never gotten before, and I think that that looks really cool, like the snowman build. And it's also doesn't have stud shooters, which I'm surprised by. Like, it's not shooting snowballs, it's got like the classic like retro space blasters or whatever, so don't know what's up with that. Down below, we've got Thor, and this is technically a new version of him because he comes with a scarf, but besides that, nothing new there for him at all. And then moving on to the right, we've got the Christmas tree, which the Infinity Gauntlet Christmas tree, which is really, really cool. So it actually has a bunch of different spots here to put on Infinity Stones. And I'm just going through here and I'm counting. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So I guess you have to use multiple colors to light up this tree. But anyways, the tree itself, over to the right, you could see that there's all of the Infinity Stones included in one set. So people are going to go out and get this set just for that. And of course, also included is the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's really cool that you can use those pieces for the tree. You can use them for the Infinity Gauntlet. I think that's really cool. And then up above as well, there is a small little Quinjet build. So I think that's pretty cool. But anyways, that's the Advent Calendar. That's our first ever Advent Calendar. It is not the greatest, but it is a good step in the right direction, if that makes sense. Like, just getting one, I think you guys should support this just to help make sure that we get one in 2022. And I think that even looking at some of the builds, very strange to me, it's kind of all over the place. I feel like they've taken, like, last year, like, this should have come out last year, but at the same time, it's MCU and sort of Endgame based from 2019. Like, looking at the Quinjet build specifically, like, that's ripped. Like, we didn't get a Quinjet last year, so I don't know. It's very strange to me. I'm trying to wrap my mind around this, and I'm happy that we got it, but at the same time, like, we're only getting 2 new figures, really, and they're not that interesting in the long run, so I don't know. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. You're going to pick this up. I think that some of it's really cute, and I like some of the builds, and it's just, I don't know, it's strange, but it's movie, it's game, it's original stuff. But anyways, everyone, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.